नमस्ते। जिसकी लागी रे लगन भगवान से, उसका दिया भी जलेगा तूफान में। I always love this song. You know why? Because I have been through many sufferings. At the age of 14, I became homeless. I lost my parents, no father, no mother. Then again, when I was in my mid-30s, I again lost everything that I had earned. Again there was a midlife crisis, you can say. So many difficult times I went through. And that is why this song, जिसकी लागी रे लगन भगवान से, उसका दिया भी जलेगा तूफान में. Meaning one who remains connected to God, then no matter how big the storm is, he will always be alright. And the reason I am sharing this with you all is because 2026, if I have to mention in just few words, then I would say every ending is a new beginning. So 2026 is a year that again gives you a new opportunity to restart. So no matter if this year you have lost everything, next year in 2026 you will definitely gain what you have lost. But always remember, stay connected to God. There is nothing that is permanent except for God and God's love. That is the ultimate truth. Hate can take you nowhere, but love can take you everywhere. And so in this podcast, I have specifically talked about the year 2026 from numerology perspective, and also the deity that rules over this year 2026. 2026 comes to number 1. The compound number is 10, but if you bring it down to single digit, then 10 comes to number 1, and that is the number of sun. So if you are ruled by sun, if sun is powerful in your birth chart, if you are born with Leo moon sign or Leo ascendant or Leo sun sign, then definitely this year 2026 is going to be a very significant year in your life. Also, if you are born on 1st or 10th or 28th or 19th, then also number 1 becomes your primary number. So for you also, the year 2026 is a very significant turning point. And so in this podcast, I have shared many details about what to expect in 2026. It is very necessary to stay positive and not to fear, because no matter what, जिसकी लागी रे लगन भगवान से, उसका दिया भी जलेगा तूफान में. Always remember this song. And so on this note, let us begin with this podcast. 2026, the year of Kaal Bhairava. There are certain years in human history when the wheel of destiny begins to move again, when what was stuck suddenly shifts and what seemed lost begins to return. The year 2026 is one such year. It carries the numerological vibration of 10, just like 2017 and 2008. 2 years that changed the course of many lives. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is equal to 10, and in tarot, the 10th card is known as the Wheel of Fortune. But the number 10 is not merely about luck. It is about movement, karma, and divine timing. It symbolizes the eternal dance between creation and correction, light and shadow, action and result. And standing at the center of this cosmic movement is Lord Kaalbhairava, the fierce yet compassionate guardian of time, the eternal aspect of Lord Shiva himself. Kaalbhairava is not just a deity, he is time personified, the energy that governs all beginnings and endings. He is the divine force that balances Shiva's stillness with the sun's vitality and Saturn's discipline with cosmic justice. In his aspect as Swarna Akarshan Bhairav, he shines like the sun, golden, powerful, radiant, representing creation, prosperity, and authority. This connects him directly with the number 1, the vibration of the soul, leadership, and divine illumination. Yet, Bhairav also walks beside Saturn, the ruler of karma, the circle, the void, the infinite cycle of life and death. And that is why the number 10, representing the sun united with time, is truly the number of Kaalbhairava. When the wheel turns under his gaze, no injustice remains hidden, no karma goes unpaid, no truth can stay buried. Hence 2026 is a Bhairava year, a year when truth, time and destiny align. In the professional sphere, this year brings karmic shifts and breakthroughs. If your past efforts have been sincere, Kaalbhairava's blessings will raise you higher. New roles, leadership opportunities, and long-awaited recognition may arrive unexpectedly. But for those driven by ego or shortcuts, Kaalbhairava's time wheel will correct the imbalance swiftly. Remember, Kaalbhairava rewards sincerity, not strategy. He honors devotion, not deception. So in 2026, work with Seva Bhav, the spirit of selfless service. Let your career become an offering to the divine, because when you work with integrity, time becomes your ally. Kaalbhairava governs not only cosmic time, but also your biological clock, the rhythm of your body and mind. In 2026, you must respect this rhythm. Wake with the sun, rest in time, and eat with mindfulness. Avoid excesses, whether of food, emotion, or ambition. Those who live in awareness will feel a surge of vitality, strength, and renewed focus. But those who resist discipline or live chaotically may face exhaustion, anxiety, or health issues related to imbalance and heat. Kaalbhairava teaches through contrast. He shows you darkness so that you may seek light. And so make this your mantra for health in 2026. Balance the light within before you chase the light outside. The wheel of fortune turns in relationships too. Some bonds may complete their cycle while others begin anew. You may experience the end of a relationship only to meet a soul more aligned with your destiny. Or perhaps you may resolve old misunderstandings and start afresh with the same partner, this time with love born out of awareness, not attachment. Kaalbhairava's presence ensures truth surfaces. He does not allow illusions to linger in love. So if someone lives your life in 2026, bless them and let them go. If someone stays, honor the connection with gratitude. Every relationship you hold this year will teach you one essential truth, that love is not about possession. Love is about liberation. And the spiritual message for 2026 is realize the power of surrender. The number 10 symbolizes the merging of the individual, number 1, with the infinite, that is 0. It represents the ego surrendering to the divine, and that is the spiritual essence of 2026. This year, meditate more, pray more, and most importantly, trust the timing of your life, even when you don't understand it. Kaalbhairava reminds us, you cannot outrun time, you can only align with it. And alignment comes through awareness, simplicity, and surrender. When you stop resisting the flow of life, the wheel turns gracefully in your favor. When you let go of fear and control, Bhairava's energy guides you to your next chapter with divine precision. And so the mantra for the year 2026 is Om Kaalbhairavaya Namaha. Om Kaalbhairavaya Namaha. Om Kaalbhairavaya Namaha. Chant this mantra 108 times every morning and evening. It will align you with cosmic order and dissolve karmic blocks and awaken divine protection. In addition to reciting this mantra, every Sunday visit a Lord Kaalbhairava temple if possible. Offer barfi, a coconut, and 5 lemons, and light a lamp of cow's ghee before his idol. If you live outside India, you can perform the same ritual at home. Keep a Lord Kaalbhairava's photo or yantra, make your offerings, and light the lamp with devotion. When the lamp burns before him, know that you are not lighting mere ghee, you are lighting your destiny. Once it happened that a young seeker asked an old sage, "Where does God live?" The sage smiled and led him up a mountain. Then carved into stone stood an ancient wheel turning slowly by the wind. The sage said, "This is the temple of Kaalbhairava. He lives in time." The seeker frowned. "In time?" And the sage said, "Yes. Every moment you waste in worry, you lose him. Every moment you live in awareness, you meet him. He punishes those who misuse time, but blesses those who honor it." The seeker fell silent. From that day on, every sunrise became sacred to him, every breath a prayer to him. And that is how he met Kaalbhairava, not in a temple, but in the rhythm of his own life. And so, the year 2026 marks not just a new beginning, it marks a new turn of the divine wheel. But remember, my fellows, every new beginning quietly rises from the ashes of an ending. The seed blooms only when the old leaf falls. The dawn arrives only after the night dissolves. You may see certain chapters closing in your life and new ones opening before you. You may end a relationship only to meet someone new, someone meant for your evolution. Or You may end all the misunderstandings between you and your partner and begin again, this time with awareness, forgiveness, and truth. You may lose a job you once clung to, only to discover an opportunity that was waiting for your courage. You may complete one karmic marriage only to find another that brings peace and purpose to your life. You may overcome illness and emerge renewed, reborn through transformation. Because that is how Kaalbhairava works. Through endings, he brings light. Through pain, he reveals purpose. Through loss, he grants liberation. So, as you step into 2026, open your heart to both endings and new beginnings. Let go with grace, receive with gratitude. And remember, life is a wheel, a sansar, ever revolving, ever renewing. Every cycle must complete before the next one begins. And if you can flow with this rhythm, you will not just survive the change, you will dance with it. For destiny itself is moving, and Lord Kaalbhairava walks beside you, turning the wheel of your life, one divine revolution at a time. Om Kaalbhairavaya Namaha. Om Kaalbhairavaya Namaha. Om Kaalbhairavaya Namaha. Let this mantra be your light through every ending and every new beginning in 2026. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru, Jai Kaalbhairava. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.